They were agents, real live secret agents on government mission. We saw their identity cards, briefly. They weren't listening in on us. It was the cat they were interested in. They made a request, too, wanting us to aid them with some of their top secret missions in the future. If we do that, they promised they will extract us to a government safe house full of supplies and donuts. Hopefully they come back soon with more information. Doesn't eat tonight. Well, she ate, but okay. I hope things will come to her, because a young singer approaches our shelter this morning, encumbered by 2 different guitars, a big backpack, and a weird contraption holding up a harmonica in front of his face. He asks for some supplies in exchange for a folk song or 2. Sure, who cares? I'm gonna die anyway. Oh, his song brought tears to our eyes. With good, talented Americans like that, hopefully the times are a-changing for the better soon. The sound of his guitar kept blowing in the wind towards us as he was walking away. Our love for his music moved him so much he even gifted us a working radio. Our hideout was approached by a man we didn't know. He claimed he used to be an accountant, but now he survives as a trader and a gambler. He offered us a card game for a bet of 2 water bottles. Shall we play? Sure, who cares? He's Russian, I told you. Oh, I think we got the water. Haha, Lady Luck has smiled on us. We won a vicious game of war. The man wasn't too happy about it, but he delivered on his promise. Dolores has not eaten for a while. What are you talking about? She's been eating for the last 3 days. I don't... When we heard a knock on the door this morning, we held our breath in fear, but we soon heard children's voices coming from outside. We decided to open up. It turned out the voices belonged to a pair of Girl Scouts. They used to sell cookies. I don't think I need any of this. Give X for maybe food in the store? No, it's for expeditions, and I can't send her on an expedition because she's alone. Although the girls are very brave to walk around the wasteland like that, sadly they didn't have anything of interest to us, so we declined their offer. They wished us a nice day and left. Dolores is no longer hungry. Dolores can't remain this thirsty. Well, water is all you're going to have. We have plenty of distant relatives, but none of them mean as much to us as Aunt Ada. She lives in the country, so there is a good chance she's still configuring her counting machine and not worrying about nukes raining down on her hen house. Too bad we don't have a photo of her, or do we? We put some photos into books a while ago after the giant coffee spill incident. She lives in a house, a very big house in the country. And so we are left with no photos, no news, and no happy thoughts. The world is too cruel. Putting on a brave face, but she must be starving. What do you mean? Using a high-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string The agent rang in with our next top secret mission that will surely land us in the VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on one successful expedition and write down what we saw. Well, I can't, because she can't leave. If she leaves, I think the game is going to end. We'd rather not commit to anything dangerous now. The agents were disappointed, but they'll probably come knocking soon. Don't have food, I can't send her. Time to listen to some radio chatter. Maybe we will pick up some useful shred of information on how to get out of this mess. To whom does she do all of this? She's alone. Why do they speak in plural? Because it's like, it meant to be like no matter who is left, it's always like fitting. Once had we waded through all the static, we found a transmission that was hosted by some nut talking about conspiracies and saucer men from Mars abducting people. It was pretty amusing. The wasteland is full of surprises, like this man on the other side of the door knocking and claiming that he is willing to offer a lot for decent ammunition. Shall we? Sure. Whatever. Don't know how she's still surviving. Oh, we have food. I guess he gave us some food. Well, that's not a lot. Our visitor was happy to get some ammunition. In return, he offered us rations. It wasn't much, but something is always better than nothing. Mysterious sounds are coming from our radio, but they're hidden behind a ton of static. Do we want to tinker with it a bit? Sure, do it! Could be something important, or it could be the opposite. Only the one way to find out. Yes. Take some risks. Another knock. We managed to get a slightly cleaner signal after twisting some knobs and pressing some buttons. A female voice talked about being stranded in space. She said something about her crew members going insane and eating all the soup. This could be a prank or just a crazy person, but still, we wish we had a way to answer her. For now, we can only listen. Dolores is not eating for a while. She just ate! We were admiring the radioactive landscape when we saw a young woman dressed in ragged camo clothing. She had a nasty-looking rifle, but she hailed us in a polite enough manner. She claims to be a hunter tracking a big mutated spider. She ran out of ammo and told us that if we were to help her out, she would pay us back in a while. Well, we're not gonna live for much longer anyway, so I don't care about her promises. Whew. I'm surviving longer than I thought I would. This woman says she hunts mostly for food. Clearly she's an uncivilized savage. Delicious soup is what decent people eat these days. We were not amused and didn't give her anything. Yeah, it wasn't because we don't have it. It seems whoever it was, they met their end. After a series of terrifying screams, the radio fell silent. Just before that, a distressed woman recited her full name and address. She used to live in our town. Should we take a hike to her house and find out if she left anything of value? It's not like she will need it, having just been swallowed whole by a bloodthirsty monster from outer space. At least that's what it sounded like. Sure, why not? Dockings residence. Oh. It's from their other game. It's the woman from the other game. I think her name was... I don't remember actually. Why am I yawning? It is crazy how long you're surviving this one. Yeah. The address led us to a small apartment nearby. Inside we found work in a uniform, several pairs of roller blades and some supplies. The whole place smelled of coffee, and the uniforms looked like one of a diner waitress would wear. Like ones a diner waitress would wear. Under a ton of coffee beans in the kitchen sink, we found a stack of papers and contracts with a company called Astro Citizen. Was this lady really sent to space? Who was she? We can ponder these questions while eating the tomato soup we took from her apartment. She didn't sound like she would need it anytime soon. Well, our supplies are scarce and our morale is low. You can almost smell the desperation in the shelter. We're pretty sure there's a small group of survivors nearby, mostly old folks from the retirement home. It should be hard to borrow some of their supplies. They're old anyway and we need them more, right? Sure. Good luck. I don't think we got anything from this. Oh, first aid kit. We went... Thank you, Namnam. We went, got what we needed, and came back. We're sure that group will do just fine, most probably. Yeah, absolutely. Dolores is fine and well, as much as anyone can be fine and well in this tiny shelter. There's a man in our doorstep and he wants to be our friend. At least that's what he says. He looks harmless, although he seemed to have acquired an extra pair of arms as a result of some weird mutation. He assures us we will not get sick and asks for our help. If we could provide him and his group with some supplies, they would repay us by helping us fight off the next raiding party that comes our way. Should we accept? Sure. We have more water, so I mean she has more water, so let's give them water. Whether is, or maybe it's supposed to be it. Whether it was pity or just fear of bandits, we're not sure, but in the end we agreed to his terms. We will be calmer knowing that someone else is looking out for us, especially someone with so many arms. If there's something we need, water, not eating for a while. Yeah, let's go one day without. We had a chance to meet the strangest person today. He looked just like a human, except with triple the amount of hands necessary. Again, we listened to his story about a group of folks just like him who are having a hard time scavenging supplies because of their appearances. People shoot first and ask questions later. He offered us a deal if we shared some of our supplies with them. They will help us on our next expedition and make sure we're safe. I mean, I'm not going on any expedition, so no. There's a lot of water, but no food. She has some food. No matter how many spare hands these people have and how friendly they are, we simply cannot spare the supplies. We need to take care of our own. The man was disappointed, but he understood. Dolores would really love to eat, not survive without water any longer. Oh, okay. That radio of ours has been silent for the past few hours. We need our news. We need our music. We all agree on that. And if it's refusing to cooperate, we need to meddle with it until it works. No. Hi Silver, how you doing? We're sure they are experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will be just fine. Let's give her some food. One thing you don't expect is a band of people all dressed in green showing at your doorstep and claiming they take from the rich and give to the poor. That's exactly what happened to us. Should we let those clowns in? They might provide some quality entertainment. Sure! What's the worst that could happen? I'm doing okay, cleaning my washing machine. Nice. Well, they gave us more water. I have a lot of water. Our guests enjoyed our hospitality. They told us that we deserve better, and so they shared their supplies with us. They gave us a few water bottles and spent some time telling us stories from the wasteland. Quite a few stories, in fact. They promised to tell us more the next time they're in the neighborhood. Again, she needs to eat again. Let's just give it to her. Ever since we jumped into our fallout shelter, we've been wondering about that other door in the shelter. Should it even be here? Where does it lead? It's high time we checked it out. Well, it wasn't exactly pretty, and I want to get a new one soon. It is broken down twice now. Oh, that sucks. Some things are better left untouched and unknown. Whatever is behind that door will have to stay there. We also stacked some furniture against it, just to be sure nothing and no one comes through them. Just to drink sometimes. Sure, you have so much water, I can let her drink every day. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason. That reminded us that the little weasel had a safe in his house, in his living room. We always wonder what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out, but who will do the honors? Well, the only one who can. Ah, flashlight, nice. We marched to Ned's house and found the safe cracked open by the blast. Most of its contents were destroyed, but we still salvaged something out of it. Ned was nowhere to be found. He likely perished in a radioactive agony. All told, it was a good day. Good. We need food. Fair exchange. Cha-ching. We made a deal with the salesman and helped him pack. He strolled away into the wasteland like he knew exactly where he was going. Quite calm given the situation. Today we've met a bunch of people dressed in what looked like Halloween doctor outfits. They claim to be a field hospital, moving from place to place and attempting to help those hurt and by the hazard of the wasteland. Their problem is some of their supplies got eaten by something that looked like a Sasquatch. They're asking us if we have any spare hydrogen peroxide. Well, I still have the cat here, like... A bottle of relatively clean water is the closest we will ever get to hydrogen peroxide. The guests were grateful anyway. Will no longer last without water, has not eaten in a while. Sure, let's just give it to her. Before the world turned into an unforgiving dead wasteland, we were friends with almost everybody in our town, including the old man Jim, who would shamble through our street often and always said hello. When we wanted to visit him once, he gave us an address that took us to a park. Old man Jim is such a joker. It appears that he survived a blast, since he's at our door right now asking if we want to buy a rock. Sure, I want a rock. Holy shit, you passed 55 days, got rid of the 3 useless bums. Yeah. Rocks? We love rocks. Mary Jane used to have a sizable collection of minerals, and we were all really fond of it. Even the simplest radioactive rock is a good start for a new collection. The one we chose is really pretty, and Jim didn't even want anything in return. He told us it brings luck and that we should cherish it. Seems like things are really going our way today. Where's the rock? I don't see a rock. They couldn't put a rock here? We were discussing plans for our first meal and... What? We were discussing plans for our first meal that didn't feature tomato soup when we heard yells outside. We discovered they came from a small group of ragged survivors. They were a sorry sight, and we weren't surprised when they requested aid. They asked us to provide anything we could, water, food, or medical. Get some water. By the way, Nikki is sleeping. We might have a problem in the future of sleep. Oh, we got a map. Nice. Things are looking up. We've never seen anyone so touched by a simple gift. A minute later, those poor people were hugging us like there was no tomorrow. Quite possible, actually, and thanking us for the gesture. They were eager to repay us, and one of their group offered us a map of the local area. They claimed it helped them get here, so it brought luck upon whoever used it. We promise we will give it a try and wish them a safe journey. We got scared a little bit today when all of a sudden our map just fell off the wall. Maybe our shelter is haunted. When the map fell down, it revealed some sort of safe behind it. Well, it wasn't there, so I'm confused. We don't remember installing it, but we can probably crack it. Well, we technically have all the time in the world. Should we try it? Yeah, why not? So many knocks. I won't have time to play another game today. This will be the only game. We're not sure how or why the map just decided to slide off the wall, but we're lucky that it happened. Inside the dusty safe we found some supplies. Yes! She wants water. She can get some water. Should we try it? No, you should just stare. Yeah, this is a long run. Yeah. We're about to go to sleep when we heard someone knocking on the door. Who could it be at this hour? Who could it be in this part of the wasteland? How in the hell did they survive the nuke? Should we open up? Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be bad, but I'm too curious not to do it. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I do have a first aid kit. Who could be knocking on my door? Turn around, I am not here no more. Turned out it was a nice mysterious fellow in a weird suit. He gave us some soup cans. This will help us survive the next couple of days. Opening that hatch was a bit risky. It seemed it gave us an awful sickness. That coughing is driving us crazy. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like this is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open it? Sure. Why not? They robbed us? No? Oh, okay. Opening the door revealed a group of armed teenagers, possibly high school students. Contrary to what we expected, they were very friendly and requested to know if we've seen any Reds nearby. We couldn't help them. When they found out we were not armed, they were kind enough to leave us a spare rifle. We asked who they were. All they said was Wolverines. Not eaten in a while. You maniacs, you blew it up. Ah, damn you. Damn you all to hell. That's nothing we should have told our neighbors. That's something we should have told our neighbors when they blew up their BBQ last spring. Those were good times, even if they wasted a perfectly good barbecue. What? What now? Fond memories are one thing, but we need to be ready for harsh reality that awaits us. Sure. Maybe I should keep her well fed. I don't know. Whatever. You would expect the post-apocalyptic apocalypse to be a time of peace and quiet, since, you know, most of the people aren't around anymore. Yet, here we have someone at the door. When we opened it up, we have someone at the door every day. It seems like everyone survived. I don't think there even is an apocalypse outside. When we opened it up, yet here we have someone at the door. When we opened it up, we encountered a strange-looking man in a blue jumpsuit who asked us to trade him a water chip. A water chip? What the hell is that? We were sorry to explain we didn't know what a water chip was and that we didn't have one. He thanked us in a few short words and left. Was I supposed to know what it is? Some door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remembered him from before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called Astro Citizen, but we refused. Now we just want supplies, and he says he will reveal some stat secret to us in return. Water. We have more water. We are generous, so we shared our supplies with him. He tried to make us believe that America has a working space station in orbit. Or rather had, since according to that guy it exploded when the bombs dropped. How convenient, a working space station? What a joker! He was probably so hungry and dehydrated his brain started playing tricks on him. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. Like, will she look better if I'll feed her? Nah, I don't know. When emptying our bucket in front of the shelter, we discovered a hastily drawn map on one of the ruined walls. Someone drew out a route and marked a spot at the end of it. Maybe there are supplies hidden there. Should we check it out? Sure! I thought someone joined us. Oh, we got ammunition. We're lucky to have spotted that map. The spot marked a small hiding place, and we found some useful supplies. Surviving down here is no walk in the park. It won't get easier. We're hopeful this'll blow over soon and life will be back to what it used to be. Or else we might face dangers we've never dreamt of. Sure. Oops. We're trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal and we might never get used to it. We hope the help comes soon. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Good. Mutated rodents are attacking our supplies. We're not sure if they're rats, feral bunnies, or just mutated hamsters. All of these options are pretty grim. We could use spare ammunition or something else to get rid of. I'm not sure. I mean, shooting a gun inside the bunker sounds stupid, but this game sometimes rewards you for doing the stupid thing. I'll try the X. Did we lose something? Our cans are saved! Too bad for the hairy mutant. Guess we're still top of the food chain. Good for us. If there was anything to report about Dolores, this is where it would have been written. Okay. We've been hearing a lot of noises coming from our neighborhood today. Our guess is that there was a zoo escape and the animals are stampeding up there. It might be a good chance to hunt some fresh food. Who should go outside? Dolores, go! Go hunt! Sulsul? Oh, well, I guess this is the end. Well, if we've ever had a bad idea, this excursion definitely makes the top 5 list. Everything was going well until we realized it's a velociraptor herd. Or something that looked like one. Even if they weren't. Their hunger for flesh was equal to that of the dinosaurs. Our expedition discovered this the hard way. Well, okay, well. You perished. Well, it was pretty good, right? Times defended your shelters. 1. Soup consumed. Water consumed. 69. Items brought from expedition. No decision. Yes, decision. Well, that was 60 seconds. Made a lot of memories. Oh, I survived longer before.